That's all she wrote. The Celtics fall to the Nets in 5 games. The final score of Game 5, 123-109. Welcome in here to Celtics Postgame Live, presented by your New England Ford dealers. I'm Abby Chin. He is Kendrick Perkins, and we will be here with you to break this all down and look ahead to what should be a very interesting summer. But Perk, just your initial thoughts, feelings as the season comes to an end.
Well, you know what? I'm going to say this. A lot of guys fought hard tonight in that second half, and I thought Jason Tatum came along. Jabari Parker showed that he wanted to be a Celtic. So did Evan Fournier. They were picking on Evan Fournier the entire second half, and he didn't back down. He attacked on the offensive end, and he manned up and played defense. I love the way he played with his pride. But the Celtics have to go to the drawing board, Abby. I mean, you know, they got to figure out what they want to do with Kemba. To me, the only 3 people that are set in stone is Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Robert Williams. Everybody else is up for evaluation, and I think, you know, Danny should be taking phone calls for everyone else.
Yeah, I'm going to add Brad Stevens to that list, Perk.
Absolutely.
The Nets' big 3, though, I mean, just too much. James Harden almost had a triple-double at halftime, and they ended up combining in this game for 83 points.
Yeah, Abby, look, they have one of the most potent offenses that we have ever seen, right? Offensively, they could get it done. But look, listen, they were going against a lot of first-time players, guys that never been to the postseason, you know, and battling up against a lot of role players. And I'm not taking anything away from James Harden. He's a tremendous one-on-one player. But at the end of the day, you know, the Celtics did all what they could tonight and in this series, and they was lacking a lot of personnel. Like, they didn't have the personnel to match them with that.
Yeah, missing 3 of their top 7 players. James Harden had his way, and then Kyrie Irving really continued that momentum that he got in Game 4 in Boston, putting up 25 points in this one, Perk.
Well, he's allowed to play off the ball and just go to work offensively. And this kind of reminds me when he was paired up with LeBron James. He don't have to play the point guard. James Harden is doing that. He's able to do what he does best, and that's score the damn basketball, and he did just that. I mean, one thing about Kyrie, we may not agree with a lot of things that he do off the court, but when he get between those lines, he's one of the most skilled basketball players to ever touch the basketball.
No question, and he has that championship pedigree. Let's look now at the veterans' perspective. It's proudly partnered with VA New England Healthcare. If you or a loved one served this country, get the health benefits you've earned and deserve. Call 844-VA-CARES. That's 844-VA-CARES. And there is Kyrie Irving, the most points by a former Celtic against Boston in a playoff series. 124. He is 3rd on the list between these 5 games, behind Joe Johnson when he was with the Hawks and then Paul Westphal with the Suns. We welcome in Scal now on the call. Scal, I know you hate this question. How are you feeling, season being over?
Who hate? I do a Perk.
How you feeling? What are your feelings?
I mean, I haven't reflected back yet on this, but maybe I'll do that in about 2 minutes. On this game in particular, this team, this Nets team, they just got big-time shot creators and shot makers. And where we're like getting wide open shots and missing them, these guys are going between the legs, hitting the step back and making them. And that's like the main difference. I don't know how this series would have unfolded if we were healthy across the board. I don't know how this year would have unfolded if we were healthy across the board. But like, I don't think I'm upset that this happened, because I'm not surprised that it happened either.
I will say, Mike Gorman pregame looking for pride, wanting to see some fight from this team, and I feel like they did not give up. No one laid down at any point. Jason Tatum continued to battle through something with his knee or his foot throughout the game and never stopped.
Yeah, I mean, they got a long offseason to rest, so I thought these guys fought hard and throughout this game, and I think when you just look at Brooklyn, man, they're right now at a shorthanded roster. They're too good. I think there's a little, I don't want, like, we use the word hatred between the two, right? Mostly all their guys, Blake Griffin, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, James Harden, we're all either played here, Kyrie Irving, or linked to the Celtics one way or another. So I do think that these guys were on a mission. Plus, you add in the fact that we stole their draft picks and the rights to swap and all that. Definitely a little bit of a rivalry. And these guys, the Nets in particular, were looking to take care of business.
Oh, yes. By the way, the Nets are into the second round of the playoffs for the first time since 2014. That was the first season, of course, that they had Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett in that big blockbuster trade. Perk, for you, when you look at this Celtics team, I mean, at least do you take some positives from what you saw from the young guys tonight?
You know what? I thought Neesmith played with a lot of energy tonight. He is finding his way. I thought towards the end of the season, he played extremely well. Like, I think his future is bright. But at the end of the day, Abby, I just got to be honest, right? The Celtics are built on what? They're built on winning championships. That's a goal around Celtics, the city of champions, right around Boston. And you have to go back to the drawing board. This is a team that were in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. So like I said before, everyone is under evaluation except for Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Robert Williams. That is your foundation to me. That is the dirt before the concrete, the slab is poured. That is your foundation right there. Everyone else needs an evaluation and see if they fit or if they match up with the Celtic coach is all about.
Perk, I'm going to miss your analogies. I mean, I know I can see you. You're on TV all the time, but I'm going to miss bringing them here. The biggest question for me tonight after this game, what would happen post-game? All the hugs, all the love after the stomp. I mean, Robert Williams, Perk, your boy, the biggest defender, dapping up Kyrie. Taco was all over there.
Yeah, Taco was chasing Kyrie down like he almost went in the Nets locker room.
And let me say this. Let me say this real quick. And see, this is something that I addressed earlier today for his KG and Big Baby comments, right?
Okay.
And Big Baby had a FaceTime about it. And I said, listen, this is my problem about the stumping of the floor in the garden. He was like, now, if we was playing, we wouldn't allow that to happen. I said, okay, cool, but we're not playing. And I said, everyone is mad. The media is mad. The fans are mad. Former players are mad. But the current players, they haven't said a damn word. I mean, they haven't said anything about Kyrie. They didn't feel any type of way about him sunning them and doing whatever he did, went in there, dropped 39 and stumped on Lucky face. So I'm sitting up here saying to myself, if they didn't do nothing about it or they haven't said a word about it, why is anyone else in the world losing sleep right now because Kyrie Irving stepped on Lucky face at half court?
Because he didn't stomp on them. He stopped on.
I think the biggest thing, Perk, I want to know why.